An air of confidence to the Suns as they arrived earlier today. Playing in front of your home fans always puts a bounce in your step. Hi, everybody. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. Our game tonight featuring the Denver Nuggets as they go up against the Phoenix Suns here at Footprint Center. This is Brian Anderson, Coach Stan Van Gundy, Hall of Famer Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce round out our broadcast crew for this one. Already it's February. Let's see how things look out west. Taking a look at Denver, they're currently in 4th place and trying their best to get a better seeding. And of course there's the Suns, not posing much of a threat right now.
Seeing where the Nuggets are, we'll see if they can up the ante down the stretch. They still have a lot of work to do in order to rise to the top.
Well, sometimes those teams that are on the edge can be the most dangerous. They play like they have something to prove.
A look at the starting group here for Denver. Denny Avdia out there with Jaren Jackson. Then it's Donovan Mitchell. Then it's Lonzo Ball. And it's Pirtle in at the 5 down low.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
Outside Mitchell. Pass to Ball. Now here's Mitchell. All right, Grant, as we get geared up for the home stretch, what are you looking for right now?
Well, B.A., health is #1 for me. What teams have their full allotment of players is key. As we head to the playoffs, it's about attrition. Which team can stay healthy?
And here are the Suns now. Denver getting their last shot to go. Here's Bamba. The shot's good.
Well, anytime you can get a good look close in like that, it's always your best option.
Ball surveys the floor. Jackson down low. Marshall's there. Avdia outside. Shot clock at 6. Picked by Pirtle. The 3. And Avdia good for 3.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
A bit ago, Mark Dagnall and I were able to chat. And guys, Coach stated the number of different ways that Donovan Mitchell can be productive. The emphasis for this defense is going to be limiting his touches throughout the game and trying to trap him when they can. It's a tall task for the defense, B.A.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Wilson, no good.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
Pass to Jackson. Outside Mitchell. Puts up a 3. And it's Dosunmu with the rebound.
And lockdown defense against one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. With the drive, and a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's going to be on Lonzo Ball.
Man, the defender really went after him.
Phoenix shooting their first free throws tonight.
Shooting 2.
And he drops it first. So he gets them both. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Mitchell, the pass to Pirtle. Ball outside. And he's going for the lob. Pirtle finds Jackson. Outside Mitchell. Ball outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Offline with a 3. The Suns trailing. Here's Wilson. Dosunmu outside. Ball with a steal. And here we go. The Nuggets on the fast break. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
A mistake by the defense. You can't let Ball's teammates get open because he will find them.
Hurdle against Bamba. Marshall passes to Bamba, and it's Bamba finishing strong.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
Back to Ball. Pass to Mitchell. Takes a three. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball.
Mitchell has everything, including that three-point shot.
And we've got a timeout called by Mark Dagnall. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. These are not the teams to challenge at the rim. The best in the NBA in shot blocking. Fourth, the Nuggets.
They're quick to help each other, and they have some tremendous athletes with a nose for the ball.
Suns trail by 4. Dosunmu outside. Pass to Wilson. Avdia with a steal. Here's Ball. And Ball throws it down.
You're taller than you think. Lonzo is a sneaky 6'6".
Here's Marshall. Here's Wilson. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. Jaren Jackson picks one up.
Yeah, and you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
It's his first trip to the line. That free throw, no good. And he sinks the second. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for Denver. It's a 5-point game. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of Phoenix this year.
Last year, these two gave us a very entertaining season series, splitting the games.
Yeah, and since both teams are in similar positions in the conference, winning the series this year would make a nice statement.
Here's Wilson. Dosunmu outside. Stolen by Ball. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. Ayo Dosunmu picks one up. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Nuggets.
Well, they're playing with great pace, pushing the ball up the floor and attacking before the defense can get set.
And something else I've noticed is how they've been able to cause turnovers and take advantage of them on the offensive end, not wasting those extra chances at all.
Now here's Dosunmu. Taking a look at his numbers, averaging about 11 a game.
Well, the defense was giving him that one, but he made the shot more difficult than it needed to be. Gotta play smart.
And count it. The shot is good, and he'll go to the line.
And they're really attacking the paint with a fury.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
And in their last game, he really distinguished himself at the free throw line.
Free throw good, Avdia. Suns trail by 11. Now Dosunmu. Pass to Marshall. Screen by Bamba. Marshall with the bucket. Marshall's got his second basket of the night.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
For Phoenix, they've gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. Here's Dosunmu. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
Impressive. I mean, challenging at the rim against length. You just have to love the aggressiveness.
Yeah, showing absolutely zero fear as he goes right at the bigger defender.
Phoenix making a switch here. Williams is checked in. Hendricks is checked in for the Nuggets. Here's Avdia. Turned in an outstanding game against Washington. Out to the wing. Outside Mitchell. Just 5 to shoot. Puts one up from 19. And it's in there. Mitchell's got 5 now.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flowing rhythm to their offense.
And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Suns trail by 8, and we know Donovan Mitchell is a superb scorer. But Grant, what do you think he's focused on at this point of his career?
Well, B.A., it's all about championships for him. This is a guy that doesn't just want to be seen as an elite player. He really wants to compete for titles, too.
Counted from distance.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Dosunmu outside. Pass to Marshall. Now here's Dosunmu. He's covered closely. Williams a screen on Ball. Here's Dosunmu. Ball with the rebound.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
And yep, it's good.
And they keep on figuring out ways to force the rock inside and convert.
Now here's Dosunmu. 5 points in the game. Pass to Marshall. Dosunmu outside. The Suns need to get off a shot. Williams from long range. And once again, off the mark by Phoenix. Denver leading by 13. Avdia outside. Out left to the wing. Here's Hendricks, giving this team some energy, averaging a little over 10 points a game. Taking a look at some numbers here for Donovan Mitchell.
And for an idea of where his offense is right now, take a look at his true shooting percentage decreasing over the last 5 games. He desperately needs to find his stroke tonight.
First one falls, and you see player training methods, Grant, a lot more than just running and getting shots up.
And you know, B.A., what interests me, players not just training their bodies better than ever, but also their minds. They're working on hand-eye coordination drills and just all kinds of stuff to enhance their reflexes.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, BA, the Denver Nuggets are building for the long haul. Their philosophy has been to draft polished prospects and then develop them into contributors. They look for 4 qualities: basketball IQ, character, positional size, and the absence of skill deficiencies. Brian, the track record has been strong.
It really has. Thanks, Allie. To end the run. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Defensively, got to close out a little faster. That's a look he'll make with regularity.
Smith against Hayes. Pass to Hendricks. Down low. Oh, it's blocked by Williams.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
The 3. Rebounded by Denver. They defeated Washington in their last game.
And that game, I love their mentality. They were focused on getting to the free throw line a lot and shooting a great percentage from there.
And converting free throws at a high rate, That's what you want to see as a coach.
Here's Hendricks. He's got 5. The Nuggets need to get one up. For 3, Smith. Williams grabs the board.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Now here's Ball. He's coming off a 10-point game against Washington. Pass to Hendricks. Now Smith puts it up. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
And this defense needs to turn the screws and ramp up the intensity. They're looking a little loose out there right now.
Here's Hayes. And he buries his first look.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Pass to Smith. Here's Riley. Ball outside. To the inside. Deflects the pass. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Williams.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
The Nuggets making a switch here. Branham's checked in. Hendricks no good. Suns trail by 12. Inside. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Phoenix shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. And he can't get the first one. Good on the second one. Denver leading by 11. Here's Branham. Last game for him, he picked up 10. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Well, you look at Branham. He has the tools, and he works hard trying to put it all together.
Denver shooting their 5th and 6th free throw attempts tonight. First one falls for him. Both good from the line that time.
And you have to be impressed how they're getting to the free throw line and taking advantage of those opportunities.
Smith against Hayes. Just 5 on the clock. Stripped it away. Here's Riley. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
Yeah, now it's all about maintaining this lead, but you can't start playing it safe. You got to keep attacking and executing.
First personal foul, 15 foul. At the line for Phoenix, number 10, taking 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. Henderson, he's checked in for the Suns. Good on both. The Nuggets lead by 13. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Smith outside. They set the pick. And he drives in. 6 to shoot. Shoots from 12. The shot comes out. Oh, it goes! He beat the buzzer!
The NBA never ceases to amaze me.
Unreal. A bomb at the buzzer whips the crowd into a frenzy right at the stroke of halftime.
And so it's the Denver Nuggets earning this break in the action, up 10. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. All right, guys, what do you think about the Nuggets here in this one?
Well, you have to love their activity level at the defensive end, racking up those steals.
Yeah, this defensive game plan is working very well, putting constant pressure on the offense and forcing a lot of mistakes.
On the floor for Denver, getting going in the second. We've got Denny Avdia, Jaren Jackson out there with Smith, and it's Branham in at the 2.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pick.
Here's Branham. Jackson outside. Here's Hendricks. It's tipped. Henderson left side. And he drops it in from the low post.
The floater can be a tricky shot, but that's the right choice.
Smith against Hayes. Smith outside. Over Hayes. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. And after this one, they're at home against Sacramento. It'll be the second game of 4 straight at home. A quick shot there. It's off target.
Those are precisely the looks this team is trying to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
And you have to admire the size and strength of Jackson Jr. Just fantastic work establishing himself inside and slamming it down.
Beyond the arc. Doesn't go that time. Denver leading by 8. Rim protection and shooting so important. Jaren Jackson Jr. has both of those skills, Stan.
Yeah, and look, Brian, it's rare to find guys who can do both of those things. Shot blocker at the rim and stretch the defense at the other end. Guys like that are hard to come by.
He's been a defensive player of the year. Maybe we'll see him in the three-point contest one day. Smith against Hayes. Bamba, a screen on Smith. Hayes for 3. Avdia pulls it in. The Nuggets have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Got a hand on it. Oh, there's a killer 2-hand slam.
And you don't need a roadmap when he's got open court in front of him like that.
Well, the best way to attack is in transition. He recognizes that.
Pass to Hendricks from behind the arc. The shot that time not on target. Suns trail by 8. And here's Hayes. Oh, it's stolen. Here's Smith. He's defended by Hayes. Smith no good. Phoenix has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. To the wing on the left. Lays it up and banks it in.
They have no answer defensively inside.
And so it's Avdia with it. He brings it up for the Nuggets. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Yes, and a nice assist from Jackson. Avdia's got 10 points in the game.
Keep getting him the ball. He's been a huge part of this offense.
And Mark Daignault has called a timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. Hurdles checked in for Denver. Donovan Mitchell comes in for Smith. Here for you now, a list of some of the NBA's do-it-all men. The top rebounding small forwards over the previous 10 games. Second, Denny Avdia.
And these guys may not be the tallest or strongest players on the floor, but that hasn't limited their ability to mix it up and dominate on the glass.
Yeah, so much of it comes down to effort and energy. You can be any size, well, practically any size, and make a big difference on the glass.
Here's Mitchell. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. And, Coach, you've been lauded by some of your former players for your pregame preparation. I've seen it myself in the broadcasting world.
Well, I've also been cursed by some of those players for my pregame walkthroughs, Brian. People thought they were way too long, but I just wanted to be as prepared as possible and was one that always believed I'd rather do too much than too little.
That free throw is good for Mitchell.
On the very short list of franchise-level guards, Donovan Mitchell can take over a game with his scoring ability.
And so he hits both. DeSumo with it. 5 points in the game. There's the screen. Lets the three fly. Phoenix no good that time either.
Yeah, you know, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Here's Branham. Pass to Avdia. And it's Phoenix with a rebound. Fresh off a win against the Warriors.
And that game was all about the depth they have on this roster. Their role players stepped up when they needed it most.
Yeah, and they got contributions from everyone in that game. The whole rotation got involved in the score.
And it's rejected. And it's out of bounds to the Nuggets as Denver retains possession. And you got to be in awe of incredible defensive efforts like this.
Yeah, I love that they maintain the defensive energy even when they're behind.
Lonzo Ball's checked in for Branham. Here's Avdia. The open J off the mark.
You can tell he's forcing things a bit at the moment. He's been trying to get it going, but this hasn't been his quarter.
DeSumo left side. Pass to Marshall. 6 on the shot clock. From about 16, the rebound by Jackson. Denver leading by 10. Mitchell finds ball. It's blocked. Now here's DeSumo. 5 points in the game. Back to Marshall. DeSumo outside. To win the drought. Bearing his second of 3 attempts.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Avdia outside. Back to Ball. Good on the bucket. Ball's got 9.
And we have seen Ball add some muscle over the years so that he can power through that contact.
Pass to Wilson. To the paint. And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
Well, after a silent first quarter, this is who they needed him to be. This is why you never count a guy out.
Outside Mitchell. Lets it go from deep. 3-ball, Donovan Mitchell.
A volume shooter at the arc. Mitchell will rarely hesitate to take that.
Pass to Marshall. Here's Wilson. Now here's Dosunmu, hounded by Ball. Dosunmu outside, over Ball. Dosunmu can't hit. And so it's Avdia with it. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. Pass to Pirtle. Jackson right side. Ball with it. He's covered by Dosunmu. Avdia outside to the middle. Here's Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Brian, Donovan Mitchell wears number 45 because that was Michael Jordan's number when he played baseball. Mitchell's father was a pro player, and Donovan said, baseball was my sport. I had my mind made up. I wanted to make the majors, but in high school, a broken wrist on the diamond caused his focus to shift. Brian, I'd say it worked out.
Yeah, I'd say so. Thanks, Allie. That free throw misses. Well, Grant, you played on some very tight-knit teams. Talk to us about chemistry.
Well, B.A., you know, in some sports, chemistry is not a big issue, but in basketball, it is huge. You have to trust and believe in your teammates, and it has to be a unit, not 5 separate individuals.
And the second free throw is good. Denver leading by 11. Pass to Mitchell. Oh, power move by Mitchell.
We've become accustomed to these kind of moves from Mitchell. He's got that ball on a string.
Williams with it. Five to shoot. There's the screen by Marshall. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line.
At the line for one, number 10.
For Denver, they've gotten 7 of 16 shots to go in the second. Here's Riley. And here's Ball. He's got 9. Here's Mitchell. The kick out to Ball. This one for 3. And it's out of bounds. The Nuggets able to retain possession here. Here's a look at the schedule for Denver. On Thursday, they'll be playing the Clippers in Los Angeles. Then on Wednesday, they'll be playing the Pelicans in New Orleans.
The upside of road trips, like the one they have scheduled, is you really get a chance to come together as a team. It's a great way to get closer with your squad and build trust among your teammates.
5 on the clock. From the arc.
After that insane start, he's really cooled down here in the second quarter.
Offensive rebound. He gets it in there. Pirtle's got 4 points this quarter.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
To the inside. Williams. Up again. It's good on the putback. Williams has got his first points of the night.
Yeah, I can't tell you what a difference second chance points make in a game. That can be the factor that swings the outcome.
And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. This is his first opportunity at the line this evening. First free throw is good.
0 wasted trips. They're doing their job at the line.
Hayes is checked in for Dosunmu. Smith, he's checked in for Denver. That one's no good. Suns trail by 11. Back to Marshall. Releases. Tipped. And here we go. The Nuggets on the fast break. Here's Smith. Oh, it's blocked by Williams. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Williams. Both teams will make substitutions. Minute 32 left to play in the first half of basketball. Outside Mitchell. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
He played well in the first quarter, but now he's taking it to the next level.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
He did a lot of damage at the free throw line in their last game.
Henderson, he's checked in for the Suns.
And he didn't go to the line once in the first half. But now he's figuring out how to draw contact and get himself to the line.
Pass to Williams. To the paint. Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around.
Just imagine if he was shooting better. The lead would be even bigger.
Pass to Hayes. Williams, a screen on Smith. Clock at 6. Hayes finds Williams. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
It's so easy to get frustrated when you make mistakes, but you have to keep battling.
Yeah, it's definitely a momentum shifter, but it's time to refocus, make smart decisions, and start fighting their way back.
Branham's checked in for Donovan Mitchell. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. And it's Ware missing. Suns trail by 12.
Hey, yo, right here, right here.
Williams with the screen from 13. And so that's the end of the first half. The Nuggets on top. They lead by 12. And we'll return shortly.
What a playmaker. Mitchell makes everyone around him better. He's an elite scorer, strong defender, making an impact at both ends.
And the skip.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. What a game we're seeing from Donovan Mitchell.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
And for the Suns, they're shooting a nice 50% for the game. Mo Bamba out there with Najee Marshall. Then there's Dosunmu, and it's Wilson in at the 3. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Pass to Marshall. They set a pick. Inside, shot clock at 5. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Great job setting him up. The timing of the pass was key.
Off the outside. Back to Ball. And Ball throws it down.
Oh, excellent way to pad the lead.
Yeah, especially when it's your one throwing it down like that.
It shows you're able to attack the rim from any position.
Back to Dosunmu. Bamba, a screen on Ball. Spins. Here's Dosunmu. He got a piece of it.
And blocks like this fire Ball's team up. They love watching him show some force on defense.
Back to Avdia. Pass to Jackson. Now here's Mitchell. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson. Mitchell's got 18 points in the game.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Dosunmu on the wing, hounded by Ball. And the call will be against Mo Bamba. That's foul number 2 for him. The Nuggets lead by 15. Outside Mitchell. Avdia passes to Mitchell. The 3 is up. They grab their own miss. The 3 from Ball. No luck on that one.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Marshall passes to Bamba. Here's Wilson. Pass to Dosunmu. From deep. Rebounded by Denver. Jackson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Ball passes to Jackson. There's a screen. Jackson drawing the double team. Avdia finds Jackson. From deep, Mitchell. Bucket again. 7 for 12 and going at the defense.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
And how about Jaren Jackson Jr., another second-generation player that we have here in the NBA?
Yeah, Brian, and his dad was a winner at every level. He was a high school champion, had the #1 team in college, and of course was part of a championship team with the Spurs.
And we've got a moment to look at the rebounding trend over the last few months for Isaiah Jackson.
And I'm sure he's not pleased with these stats. His rebounding has taken a bit of a tumble over the last couple of months. He's really got to get his energy back up on the glass and start fighting for boards again.
Bamba against Pirtle. Here's Wilson. Screen by Bamba. Down low. Can they get it? And it's Bamba finishing strong.
Just such a terrific dunker.
Man, born to fly, that's for sure. Ball passes to Jackson. Back to Ball. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson. Jackson's got 3 assists in the game.
And I like the mix of power and agility Ball uses inside. One way or another, he's going to get a shot.
Pass to Bamba. Here's Wilson, defended by Avdia. Ball with a steal. Going all the way to the rack. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
The officials were right on top of that one.
Stan, you've coached some great defensive anchors in your time. Who do you view as the best in the game today?
Well, Brian, you probably have to start with Rudy Gobert, but we've got guys like Brook Lopez, Jaren Jackson, Anthony Davis, and then we've got 2 young ones coming up that could be as good as we've seen in Wemby and Chet Holmgren.
And he makes both free throws. Suns trail by 20. Back to Dosunmu. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
BA, the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, and absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. And we're going to have a jump ball.
Pull it. You two players.
The jump ball.
Here's Marshall, defended by Jackson. Dosunmu, the pass to Bamba. Here's Marshall. Screen by Bamba. And it's Marshall penetrating. Sweet little floater. Marshall's got his third bucket of the night.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
Jackson finds Mitchell. And here's Jackson. Pass to Mitchell. There's the triple. No luck on that one. Suns trail by 16. Now Dosunmu, covered by Pirtle. Dosunmu, the pass to Bamba. Here's Marshall. Five on the clock. Now here's Dosunmu, covered by Pirtle. Dosunmu can't hit. And so it's Avdia with it. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. They led the game at 1 point by 20. On the wing, Mitchell. Jackson, the screen. A nice shot by Mitchell. Mitchell's got 23.
Scoring well this quarter, picking up steam as he goes.
Pass to Marshall. Dosunmu outside. There's a screen by Marshall. Driving to the basket. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson.
Yeah, Jackson's length impacts both ends.
Now here's Ball. Tightly guarded. Outside Mitchell. Pass to Jackson. The three ball. And it's Phoenix with a rebound. Bamba's got his 6th rebound on the night. Dosunmu outside. And here is Bamba, covered by Pirtle. Here's Marshall. Rebounded by Denver. It's off to LA after this game, where they'll face the Clippers. That'll be the second stop of this 6-game trip. Ball passes to Jackson. And the dunk by Pirtle.
Well, don't count on Jackson Jr. for big assist numbers, but he'll make smart passes.
And it's Bamba finishing strong.
Tossing a pass to the interior. That's what you want to do.
Timeout.
Get into the paint.
And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. And the Nuggets going with a whole new group out there. Stretching the floor makes all the difference. Let's see which teams do the best job of it. Number 5, the Nuggets.
Instead of just bombing away, they work hard to create good looks from beyond the arc.
So it's Denver now. It's an 18-point lead. Here's Hendricks. He's got 7. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Nuggets.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
And we also got to talk about the number of points they've scored in transition. Just jumping all over the opposition in this regard.
And he knocks down the first one. So hits one and misses one at the line. Suns trail by 19. To the middle. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
Number 93, 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And the Suns making a change here. Henderson's checked in. No good on the second free throw. Denver leading by 18. Here's Branham. Here's Riley. Pass to Smith. Here's Branham. Here's Ware. And he jams it home with authority.
Coach is loving the ball movement.
Hayes against Smith. Oh, ripped away. Here's Riley. Lays it in without an inch of room around him.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Williams finds Hayes. Williams a screen on Smith. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
And they just keep making mistakes. I mean, that's back-to-back turnovers, which easily could have been prevented.
Denver has gone 2 of 6 from downtown here in the second half. Here's Branham. Pass to Ware. Let's go with a 3. Drills it from deep. Ware's got 7 points.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
A shot to stop the run, and he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Second team foul. At the line for 2, number 10.
And he makes a first. He's perfect from the line this time. Denver leading by 23. Here's Branham. For 3. Phoenix grabs the miss. Pass to Hayes. Now here's Williams. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
I mean, that was just terrific work to stay in control and finish.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. The Nuggets shooting efficiently, 50% so far. Pass to Hendricks. Here's Branham. Here's Riley, defended by Henderson. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Hendricks. Off target with the 3.
That's how you stay connected to a shooter. Was right in his jersey.
Pass to Hayes. Williams a screen on Smith. Here's Hayes. The shot from the low post is good. Hayes has got 6.
Yeah, it took just enough off of it for the floater.
Smith against Hayes. And stolen by Hayes. In transition, here come the Suns. 1:41 left in the third. from deep three-point land. The shot, no good. The Nuggets lead by 18. Pass to Smith. Here's Riley. Here's Ware. Williams defending. They still need this. And it's Ware missing. Phoenix has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Inside. Henderson finds Hayes. Now here's Williams. From outside the arc. Outside for Henderson. Fires for three. Rebounded by Denver. Smith outside.
You could just see how in sync they were there.
That's what it takes to pull that off. Suns trail by 20. Hayes, the pass to Williams. Three-pointer. Sinks the tray. 13 points in the game.
They're improving, but still find themselves behind.
Yeah, it'll take time. They need to keep stringing together positive possessions. And defensively, they need stops.
Here's Branham. 1 second left. And the basket good. A bank shot that time. And the Nuggets lead by 19. Just a big-time effort for Donovan Mitchell, providing a lot of energy for Denver. Hit a couple from downtown this quarter. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And Denver, looking at who they've got to start the fourth. We've got Denny Avdia, and it's Hendricks in at center, locking down the middle. Pass to Avdia. Just 5 to shoot to the left wing. Here's Branham. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got rebound number 8 now. Lets it fly. Rebounded by Denver.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's the look they want. It's tough working the mid-range area.
Here's Riley. Pass to Smith. Fires the three. Gets the three ball to go.
And he's not taking it easy on them at all. I mean, we all know he's going to keep pouring it on.
And defensively, that kind of effort is just not going to cut it.
Smith against Hayes. And he knocks down the 10-footer. The Nuggets lead by 20. To the inside. Pass to Avdia. For three, Smith. Williams grabs the board.
Well, with his team leading, he might just want to put that one in his pocket next time.
All right, Stan, what's one rule you'd change if you could be commissioner for a day?
Well, first thing I want to know, Brian, if I get to be commissioner for the day, for that day, do I get Adam Silver's salary?
100%.
Brian, I'd get rid of all the replays.
All the replays. No more reviews. Human factor.
No reviews, no challenges. Let's play the game and keep the flow of the game going.
Pass to Avdia. Here's Hendricks. Fades. It's Hayes with the rebound. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
First team foul.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
Phoenix, Killian Hayes, taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and Denver will go for a different look here. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Yeah, they're playing catch-up at this point, but they've done a nice job at the free throw line here in the second half.
Jackson outside. Pass to Avdia. The three from Ball. On target from range.
Shut out from beyond the arc in the first period. He finally drains one.
Hayes against Ball. Bamba, a screen on Jackson. Here's Marshall. Finds the bottom from 13 feet out.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
Jackson outside. Pass to Mitchell. Deflected. And they're able to recover.
Mohamed Bamba, 3rd personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the Nuggets, Jakob Poeltl.
First one falls for him. And one of the findings in a recent league report, Stan, back-to-backs, not a major risk for injury, it seems.
Well, you know, Brian, I had a player that I greatly respected tell me that his preference would be to play 41 back-to-backs during the year, because then you get 2 days off in between games. That really what was harder was playing every other day and never getting a break of a couple of days. So, look, you have to play through a lot of different situations and things, but I think back-to-backs are certainly overestimated.
Interesting. Something to consider for sure. Mitchell's shot is good.
And when I think of Mitchell, I think of relentless. He's so active and drives with such purpose.
Pass to Wilson. Here's Marshall. And here is Bamba. Now here's Dosunmu. Hounded by Ball. 6 to shoot. Fires it from 18. And it's Denver with a rebound. Avdia's got 6 rebounds in the game. To the paint. Here's Poeltl.
Great find, leading his teammate right to the bucket.
The Suns have gotten only 2 of 6 attempts to drop in the fourth. Pass to Bamba. Here's Wilson. Here's Marshall. Bamba with it, covered by Poeltl, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Hey, Grant, when you look at the mentality of today's players, what are the differences from back in your day?
Well, B.A., through the wonders of technology, players interacting more directly with their fans and telling their own stories. Also, there's a brotherhood. It's a bit more brotherly, with players on different teams more friendly than in days past. And, you know, I'm not sure how I feel about that.
From deep, Mitchell. And it's Phoenix with a rebound.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
Jokic in the post, defended by Jackson. Jokic in the post. Jackson on him.
I mean, if I was out there, I'd probably test anyone with Jackson Jr.
It's deflected. Now here's Powell. He's closely guarded. Pass to Boozer. Back to Powell. To get back on track. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Jackson's got his 6th rebound on the night. Dort outside. Jackson outside. Back to Dort. Inside. Powell against Mitchell. Shoots over Powell. Mitchell can't get that one to fall. And so it's Jokic who brings up the ball for the Suns. Out to the right wing. Here's Boozer, defended by Jackson. Pass to Jokic. Over Mitchell. Offensive rebound. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Substitution on the court.
Denver has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the fourth quarter. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right iron. Mitchell's got 4 points this quarter.
And the fans love it. And Mitchell certainly seems to be enjoying himself on the offensive end.
Here's Jokic. Rebound by the Nuggets. Now Dort. Down low. Pass to Mitchell. Jackson outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's the three. Gets the three to fall.
Coming down the stretch, they've leaned on the perimeter game.
Well, if you're looking to get points in a hurry as the game clock's running down, that's certainly the way to do it.
And Grant, while we want the officials to get it right, I'm sure the league would like to shorten that time officials are at the table.
Tell me about it. You wonder if a time limit should be instituted. If they can't figure it out after a minute or so, just go with how it was called on the floor.
Dort with it. Jack's up at 3. It's hauled in by Nikola Jokic.
Well, that's what the defense has to do. Make that shot as uncomfortable for him as possible.
A 17-foot shot on the way.
All right, I'm just going to say it. He's 0 for the game. Might be time to stop shooting the ball.
Pass to Mitchell. Here's Rupert. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Personal foul. Second team.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that
For
foul.
the Nuggets. Rupert taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break.
No good on the free throw. So both teams changing it up here. He hits the second from the line. Stan, there are lots of loud arenas in the NBA. What was the toughest place for you to win?
Well, Brian, it was against whoever had the best players on the other side.
The Nuggets have gone just 6 of 14 in this final quarter. Here's Smith. Pass to Branham. There's Jackson with the 3. Sinks it from distance. Jackson's got 6 here in the quarter.
And they keep attacking from the three-point range here in the second half.
Outside for Henderson. Desumu left side. Over Smith. And the basket by Desumu. Here's Smith. Pass to Jackson. Here's Ware. That That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson. Jackson's got 5 assists tonight.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
There's the 3. Oh, and Jackson with the block. 1:57 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Branham. Stan, as a coach and now a broadcaster, you've gotten to visit all the great cities the NBA has to offer. Can you give us a favorite?
So, Brian, you're going to try to get me in trouble here. I'm going to give you one city and offend 29 other fan bases. Not a chance. I love all the NBA cities.
Not like you not to take a stance.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Nuggets.
Well, they were focused on being productive at the arc tonight.
And it ended up paying off big time. Just an overwhelming performance.
And this will go down as win number 25 for them this year.
And they meet just twice, so taking the first meeting means a lot to this team.
We've come to expect big-time games from him. Just another day at the office for Donovan Mitchell.
Well, bottom line, he was just unstoppable at times. Not much you can do when he's playing with that kind of confidence.
Jackson, the pass to Smith. Jackson, the screen from downtown. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
Yeah, really unlike him to have this kind of game from 3.
Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. 32 seconds left to play in the fourth. Here's Branham. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Rupert, defended by Henderson. Just 5 on the clock. Where? That's good.
Excellent effort on the road. They've literally sucked the energy out of this arena.
Yeah, and winning games on the road is huge, especially when you get them in such a convincing fashion.
So no problem for Denver as they get the win. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have? Allie, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Stan Van Gundy.